All right, Goldmember. Don't play the laughing boy. There are only two things I can't stand in this world. People who are intolerant of other people's cultures and the Dutch.
The Dutch again! The Dutch again! The Dutch again! 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 The Dutch again! The Dutch again! The Dutch! The Dutch! The Dutch! Again! Fucking Dutch! Again!
Dutchman.
Okay.
Hello. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hello.
Woo. Yes.
Hello, Cameron.
Echo. Yeah,
Hello.
I have an echo. Who says it?
It's not me. Not
All right.
anymore.
Okay. Maybe it's
It
mine.
was you. So it was you.
All right.
Once upon a time.
How are you guys doing?
Yeah.
Wonderful. Good.
Good.
Marinus, what's the status with your car?
What was the last time that what is the last time that I informed you about that? What did you know? What did I say?
Previously, on the Dutch angle, Marinus had broken his car.
Yeah, well, so I wanted to sell it, and there was a company that comes to pick up my car, so I sold it. And then he checked the engine, and it was all good because 2 months ago I have been for service in my garage, and then they say, "Hey, where is the oil in my car?" I said, "What do you mean? I have just paid money 2 months ago for a service." And also the coolant fluids was gone. So it seems that there's some kind of a leakage. So they paid me less money, so which sucks. But I sold it, but I'm still without a car. And I believe next Wednesday I'm going to, see a car that I need. Not that I want, but that I need.
Well, you are Dutch. You ice skate to your work, right?
Yes. Unfortunately, there is no ice here in my neighborhood. Because the winter in Holland sucks, as you all know.
It's not cold enough.
No.
We want it colder.
Actually, it's too warm.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. And Roland, how are you?
I'm fine. Thank you. Thank you for asking.
Okay. Short and sweet.
Marinus had a long story.
Yeah.
What?
Welcome, everyone watching. Let's see who's in the chat today. Camilo Wallace. Hope I'll be here when it's on air. Okay, I hope you're here, man.
Yeah. Welcome.
Edith. Welcome, Edith.
Is Edith the electronic Edith from before?
No, this is analog.
Oh, hello. A Edith then.
Yes. David Feed. Welcome, David Feed.
Hi, David.
Hi, everybody.
Dr. Ino. Hey, Dr. Ino.
Dr. Rhino, nice.
As we say here, we do not have a show without Dr. Ino.
Exactly.
And then we have Ryu.
Yep.
Welcome.
Hey, hi, buddy.
58 Underground. Welcome, mate.
Hey, man.
Looking
Welcome.
forward to the episode. Woo.
Welcome, you all.
Excellent. Alec Horowitz. Hey, welcome, Alec. Excellent. He says he watched some episodes of Scorpion.
Is it still streaming or broadcasting?
What is Scorpion?
Are they? Which season are they now? Season 14 or?
I don't even know what it is.
It's about this smart guy, and he solves cases for the FBI, I believe. But he's like uber smart with the team.
Right.
But a bit of a douchebag as well.
Let me see. Chris Fisk. Chris Fisk is here. Welcome, Chris.
Hey,
Goedenavond.
everybody. How you doing?
Goedenavond, Chris.
Goedenavond. Good evening.
And Bristolian Dave, all right, me babbers.
Hey, buddy.
And then we have 3 Dutchies and a Bristolian walk into a bar. All right, let us know how this joke continues.
Yeah, I did it.
We'll know in an hour or so or 2 hours.
Yeah. Okay, guys. There was someone on Twitter who requested this topic. So, and we always love that when people bring their own topics. And it's a fun topic, I think, because comic book covers are very important.
It's the first thing you see.
It's the first thing you see, exactly. So let's just start it off. And Roland, what do you think a comic book cover needs to have?
That's a long answer. That depends on the story, on the artist, I assume. I put together a pile of comic covers I really enjoy or see working, but some are just poses, some are a scene from the comic, some are a beautiful painting which doesn't reflect the interior of the comic, but I still like the comic or the cover in itself. So it's
okay.
I guess
so what's the main feature?
Yeah, well, the name of the cover or the name of the comic should be, of course, very important out there, and recognizability. I believe when you browse through internet, or we used to do in the comic stores, then you would immediately pick out this comic because it's a comic you've been collecting or you like reading. So, and you judge at first sight the comic on the cover. To be honest.
Right. So I think that's the main thing that it needs. It needs to get your attention.
Yes. Bright colors, maybe lack of colors can be also. I have some examples of those as well.
Yes, of course. Yeah. So covers do not really have to be detailed or complicated. It just has to work. And we can show some stuff, shall we? I think all of us have a few examples, so maybe we can do a few with Roland, with Darksyde, and we take turns.
Good point. I kind of select them on covers, poses or collages, or these things. So we can go through those at least. I can start. The classic old-fashioned comics.
Yeah.
They are sometimes...
One sec, Roland.
Yeah, of course.
Chris says, only 3 things make for a good comic book cover these days: sexy women, jacked dudes, and or violence. If it lacks all of those, uphill battle to capture prospective readers' attention. It kind of depends what kind of audience you're going for.
Yeah,
I suppose. But many superhero books, look, I'm pretty shallow. I go for the sexy babes. I see a sexy babe. Yeah, I'm going to pick up that book, browse through it. Jack dudes, always awesome. But when you have comics like The Walking Dead, for instance, that doesn't work. You need something else. So really depends on the genre and the audience.
Yeah, so if I can go into this comment to show you one cover of a comic that doesn't really have jacked character heroes or sexy women.
Mike Jimmy.
Hey, Mikey.
Hey, Mike.
Okay, Roland, let's make you a little bigger.
Like
there we
this
go.
one. Woo. James Bond. It's an old comic. It's Dutch.
Bond. James Bond.
But, there are spies, but they're not really jacked up. They're not sexy. But this perfectly, in my opinion, depicts what kind of comic it is. It's a spy comic. And this represents, at that time when it was published, the time also, how spy stories would look like. Also with reading books, it has a bit painted comic, and it does look a bit cheap. It's cheapish, pulpish, but that's why comics are. Comics were like pulp stories. So this is perfectly what I if I would look for a James Bond story, I would definitely appeal on cover like this.
Yeah. Okay. 1 sec, Roland. Let me exit Solomon. We have a special guest in the chat. Welcome, Pau Rodericks.
Hey, Pau.
Hey, Pau.
To the band, Pau.
How you doing, man?
Pau Rodericks, for those who don't know, shame on you. For those who don't know, he's the artist of Perfect 10. He's my brother in business. And then we have the Spore Hacker. Welcome, Spore Hacker. Good to see you again.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Alex says, I was at a Comic-Con and I saw Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Ghostbusters crossover. And the minute I saw that cover, I said to the artist, shut up and take my money.
Yeah, of course. When you have a favorite artist or a story, you like maybe crossing over like different franchises. Why not? That's immediately where you go to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Ryu says he doesn't like most comic cover art. He gets his attention with energy, like European ones that are mostly very clear on American comics. Women. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Hicks Villain. Wait a minute. I saw Hicks Villain arrive. Yeah, Hicks Villain. Welcome, sir. Bond looks so sad. Spectre killed his wife again.
Of course.
And Miss H is here. Miss H is the one who requested this topic. So welcome.
Welcome. Thank you for suggesting the topic.
Magnus Zirim, only 12 minutes late. Better late than never, Magnus. Welcome. Okay, guys. Roland, next cover.
Well, this was a cover, going on into the depiction. Let me get it back on track. The old-fashioned comics, where you have like these. These are, multiple pictures on the cover, and you have more of those.
Oh, you like
Spider-Man has a lot of these, these middle-centered. How can you say centered topic, and then around different scenes from the comic or headshots. You see those a lot. Again, center.
All right, classic pose, Spider-Man classic pose.
Yeah, but also the.
I think Marvel even trademarked the pose, right?
Oh
Really?
yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Trademark everything they can. Superhero. The word superhero is also trademarked.
Oh yeah.
You can't choose that.
Yeah.
So here again in the middle composition with the topic and around various shots.
Oh man,
So
this
is a kind of or these of course
all Dutch versions, by the way.
I don't have a lot of old US versions.
I wonder if the Dutch covers also resemble the American ones, if they are actually the same.
Not always. Not always. No, I did some research.
I think especially the trade dress is different.
Yeah.
The art is probably the same, but the trade dress is different.
Well, the point
Marvin.
is
Hey, Marvin. Welcome, Marvin.
Hey, Marvin. The Dutch comics had 1.5 US comic bundled in an issue. So they always had to skip one cover, basically. And I put it on my bad list pile. I don't know why or how it came around, but it seems like, here as well. These are also old Spider-Man comics. I don't know if it's going to look through the foil, but if you can blow it up, Dave.
Yes.
I don't know what happened with the art, but it is gruesome. It is, I mean in a bad way. Look at how it's drawn.
Yeah, that's not really good.
It's done by a kid, and I don't think there was a American comic.
Yeah, and the lettering
they
doesn't help.
Traced it.
Yeah,
because I know the layout is different. So sometimes the Dutch
messed it up.
The Dutch publisher needed to like Photoshop, let's say it in that term, the original cover to fit their layout. And here as well, look at here. The girl in the middle, the blonde girl, she is so badly drawn. It couldn't be a professional who did that.
Now the layout,
eyes
itself is pretty good, but the
art is just awful.
The artistry is a bit lacking. Yeah.
So I think the Dutch also with the issue when it was 9/11, the American Spider-Man had a special issue on 9/11. I think the original US cover was totally black. In the Netherlands, they published one page, one scene from the comic itself, and used that as a cover, where Spider-Man was standing and looking like defeated at the wreckage of the Twin Tower buildings.
Oh yeah, we have
they definitely change covers in that sense as well, or choose their own.
David Feet made a comment here about El Mercenario. He showed it to me in a chat I had with him, and I recognized it. It's called The Huurling.
Oh yeah. The Mercenary.
Yeah. And those are painted covers. Those look awesome.
Yeah, but the interior is also painted.
Yeah.
We have those the series we talked about before in Europe. It's very popular. It's called Storm.
Dude, that was my thing.
and but it's, you can take over from me if you like.
No. Just go ahead. I mean, you have the physical editions.
No, I don't.
Okay, well
I
then
need to buy it, but they're not cheap. So
should I show it?
Yeah, please,
sure,
please
man.
show.
Sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
let me. I just got one cover. I could pick a couple of, maybe Dave. You can also pick a Storm cover. So where do I share the screen? Let me give it.
Meanwhile, Paul Rodrigues states, in my opinion, what makes a good comic book cover is the greatest impacting possibility inside the book. Check out the variant cover for American Bliss. All right, you did that. Yes.
So this is Storm. Storm is drawn by Don Lawrence. He passed away, but for me, I grew up with him. He made a lot of comics. He also has the Trigon Empire, which is a blend of science fiction and a Roman Empire. Excuse me.
I wish you would have found a smaller picture.
Okay, let me do it again. Storm, Don Lawrence. I just love this picture because I have fond memories of that specific comic.
Sorry, Brazilian Dave. Sorry, man.
So how about this one? Is this better? Oh, wait a minute. This is not good at all.
No. You can open, right click, open image in separate tab.
There. This is a nice one.
Yeah.
This is a
how about this
beautiful
one, right?
Yeah.
So this is Storm's companion, red hair, and I forgot the red dude's name, which is actually a shame because
Nomad.
You know how
it's Nomad.
You know how American comic artists would probably pick this up? They will have the hero holding, the one who died in the arms like this.
Yeah, the classic pose, like man. Yeah.
I think this was way better.
Yeah, so Storm is basically from our time, but he was an astronaut and he was doing, I don't know, shooting into space, and then he get caught up into the storm of, I believe, the red spot of Jupiter, if I remember correctly. And then he okay, this is bad. So let me.
Why do you think these covers are good? Because are they always what attracts you to these covers?
It gives me a sense of adventure. So, for instance, we see this is the first one. He still has his suit on. He crashed in this strange land. So we could say this is post-apocalyptic, but it's yes and no, because it blends. How do you say? When people think of post-apocalyptic, they think, oh, there's some kind of a radiation thing going on, destroyed humanity. I mean, that's the thing that I'm doing now with my writing. I mean, I made a comic, making a comic soon. Anyway, moving on from that a little bit. But this is thousands of years in the future when society remained intact, but they created a new civilization with different how do you say, societies when it comes to barbarians, also from throwback to the past and our past, but then also with science fiction elements, with technology that is new but also old. So it's really cool. So it gives me a sense of excitement when I read this comic. I mean, for instance, this was a time when there was a race of dinosaurs and they looking for their gods, and the god was actually a frozen Tyrannosaurus Rex in stasis. And then they discovered that their god was not real, but just a throwback from what happened in the past.
Yeah, but Marinus.
Yeah,
you're going into the story, but when you see the cover on the shelf, you know nothing nothing about the story, you know.
No,
So it's
exactly.
purely the cover that you judge the book by.
Yeah, what's more the art to be honest. I love the art, and since I read the first comic, I want to know more about the characters, and then I picked another cover, and I said, "Hey, that looks great," and I want more covers. I mean, for an example here, this was the dinosaur thing. That intrigued me so much. Hey, where is the dinosaur coming from? What are these people want? And who is this guy? So many questions. I mean, what intrigued me about Storm, there's so much in here that I haven't never seen before in my life.
No, but what intrigues you about the covers? About, you know,
the way that
you picked up.
It's the painting style from Don Lawrence.
Yeah.
It's pretty. Maybe you can blow this up now.
It's basically, I know his art, of course. It's basically a piece of art. It's a really a painting you would put on your wall, basically, and then imagine you have a comic book series with all these paintings, and every page is the interior is also detail painted. So you're basically really walking, experiencing a world painted around you.
Yeah,
that's also what I always see at the covers. You know, you immediately get sucked into this scene, at least for me, because his art and his poses are so dynamic.
Yeah,
and the compositions of his work, it really draws your eye into the cover, and that's basically what I agree with Poe on this one. They're so energetic and so
as you can see here. Yeah,
actionful, action-packed. Yeah,
exactly. And that is every page gives me a new sense of wonder and new things to see. Like, again, I just pick up random stuff, and then here, look at this. There are some kind of a slave thing here, then that they have to work for payment.
Yeah, but this is not a cover.
No. I'm just.
No.
Marinus can help himself.
Yeah, we discussed it beforehand. Marinus will drift into the story, and we don't want that. We purely.
Okay. Well, look at this. This is a war going on between two people, and the main characters are not even there here on the cover.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. But it's still great, and that's why I pick Storm, because, like I said, it gives me a sense of wonder. I want to know what's in the book, because the cover tells me to pick this up, because I mean, look at this. What is this all about? I don't know. I love the art. I love the shading. I love the colors. It gives me a sense of realism and fantasy in one package. This is not cartoony art style. This is very realistic at some point when it comes to that. Although this artist started in the 70s, and he died in the mid 2000s, I believe.
Yeah, he died way too early.
Yeah.
I have to admit, though, when I was younger, we had this magazine, weekly magazine, which featured pages of the comic of Storm. Yeah. And when I was younger, I was not in love with this art at all. I thought it was maybe too detailed, maybe too ugly. I don't know. But when I was younger, we're talking about 10 years old, 12 years old, it wasn't for me. Yeah. But later, when I became a professional artist myself, I really, really saw this as a big inspiration for doing art and looking at compositions and details.
Yeah.
So talking about painted covers, I have a couple of here.
Yeah, thank you.
One sec, Ronald. Let's
of course.
Before we miss too much.
The chat is going wild. Very good.
Chris is saying he loves old Elric covers.
Oh yeah.
Insane covers.
Can we put it up quickly, Elric?
Yeah. And then David asks, "Hey Dave, what's your favorite CG cover?" Well, I think this one. Let me. Of course. Look at this. Look at this, man. It's fantastic.
Some shilling. Yeah, why not?
Yes. So the composition is fantastic. So you have all these characters, like 6 villains. You have the hero here. The hero the focus is still there. All the lines, all the direction goes towards her. and in the distance you have the menacing main villain. I just love this composition. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Thanks for the opportunity, David. Yeah. So and then let's see, Don Lawrence. Yeah, Don Lawrence.
I have a picture of Elric, I believe.
Oh yeah, right.
I think
We have some bots in the bot user.
I think
Yeah,
this is
Spore
what,
Hacker, and I agree with you. Ghost Rider covers are fantastic. Really cool.
Okay. So does anyone need wrenches to handle with the bots? Anyway, so
I have Elric cover. We can
you have
show
Elric? Okay.
before we move to the next topic, because it is amazing. I think this is what.
This is one I have, The Dreaming City, but this is a new cover. It came out this year, or maybe last year. So this is
the cover I like the most. I like the stark contrast. I really like the darkness and then this pale skin. But of course, there are a lot of amazing covers with on the bow of the ship. Going towards a crystal mountain, thing like that. It's amazing art, amazing covers as well. But also it's pretty variated. Sometimes, like I said, you have action covers from Elric, but also like this is a pose cover basically, and you have the close-up covers with just a head in the image. Let me see if I can quickly look it up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're always.
Chris
so small.
says that the design was so iconic that everyone ripped it off. I see some Witcher in there. That's.
Yeah, but I think The Witcher is older, isn't it?
I don't know.
Not entirely sure.
I saw Elric books when I was very young. So
yeah, but then it had different. Didn't they have different art?
Yeah, it did.
Let me share another picture then.
Okay.
With it's still amazing art, but it looks.
Elric
different.
is way older, says David. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a classic one. Looks really cool.
Beautiful.
By Michael Moorcock. Yeah.
Yeah. To be honest, I like the last one better, but then that's me.
Yeah. Nice.
But it looks good. Yeah.
Nice.
But there are a lot of painted covers within the comic world, indeed, and depends on the franchise. If you have a movie franchise, usually the covers can be painted quicker. Maybe I can show you some examples, Dave.
Sure.
In the 90s, I was collecting. I dropped Spider-Man. I was collecting Star Wars and Indiana Jones from Dark Horse Comics, and they had more franchises like Aliens and Terminator. And they used a lot of, because they're a movie franchise, they use a lot of painted covers. So I have this one to show. Maybe Dave can zoom in. I don't know what happened to the artist. I didn't follow it quickly, but Dave Dorman did all these painted covers. And I think one of his biggest inspirations was Drew Struzan, which made a lot of movie posters. And I really like, for Star Wars, this is perfect. This is perfectly painted. The same for the Indiana Jones ones.
Yeah, it makes it connect well with the movies. The movie posters back then were also painted.
The interior is completely different, but that's the difference between Storm and Don Lawrence and just American comic. Even with the Dark Empire version, it is painted, but more watercolor painted. Mm-hmm. It's beautiful artwork. Not to diminish the artwork. It's awesome, but it doesn't reflect on the cover.
Yes,
which is, I don't think per se bad. But you also have these painted covers. These ones,
right?
But the interior is the same.
Yeah.
Wait, this is not digital. The digital.
Yeah, I think it's digital, but for me, digital painting is basically the same.
Okay.
Because I also digitally paint. So
Yeah. Okay, thanks for that. We can remove this. Okay, cool. So I have a few single issues. Picked out a few single issues because I think the covers are pretty neat. So let me solo myself here. We have the one and only George Perez.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, gee.
So what I like about these classic covers is that they basically tell the story on the cover. You have this word balloon. Also, they kind of quit doing that, but back then you had this, and you have some situation going on, and you want to know what will happen next. What will happen? What's going on here? This is fantastic. And George Perez was so great at drawing these large scenes. This is fantastic stuff. Okay, X-Men. This is old school Madureira. And what I like about this is the atmosphere. So the background is really hazy. And you see the distance between them and between the main character. I love that, man.
I totally agree. This is another cover about action and sexy women and buffed up men. You already immediately have the feeling this story is going to be personal. It's going to be character driven.
Yes.
And I love that.
Something's going to happen. Yeah.
This is what a cover should depict. What can you expect in the issue?
Okay, this one is classic to me. This was one of the first Spider-Man books I think I bought. And it's just, we didn't really know the Juggernaut yet. So who is this guy? What's going on? What happened here? Who is this lady? What's going on? What? So yeah, this is classical.
Yeah, for me to say.
What I like about this one, Spider-Woman. Look, what I like about this one is the color usage. So you have the red costume, and then the outline completely disappears against the red background. That's fantastic. So well done.
This is the second cover we both chose, Dave.
Oh really?
Yeah, the first one with the Spider-Man, with Juggernaut, and this one. I just put it aside now because we don't need to talk about it anymore. I completely agree with you.
Okay, yeah. Here's something fun. This is a classic cover by a not classic book. It was made to look like a classic comic. Oh, is it?
No, go back. Yeah.
So it's kind of based on Fantastic Four, that era. It's looks great with the text.
Journey into Mystery.
Yes. Then we have this. I picked this one not because it's I like it.
Progeny.
Yeah, no, it's because it's a classic way of showing something on the cover between the legs. You see this many times on many covers. But it works,
And also movie posters. You have a lot of legs standing and with the topic in between the legs.
And we even did this for Perfect 10 issue 3. So yeah. Okay, then we have covers like this. Covers like this were very common in the 90s with Image and especially Maximum Press. You had this. This is not good.
Yeah, I would follow this.
This is not good. Why not? Because it doesn't tell anything. It just shows the character grimacing. It's filling up the entire space. It's a bit lazy. But then again, the stories from that era were pretty lazy also. I can't even remember what the story's about.
Well, to go on, I have a big pile of the same kind of covers you just show with the post, Dave. And there is, there also the pinup, the pinup part. If you look at the Michael Turner comic for basically, but also just one of your favorites, Battle Chasers.
All right.
Almost
Yeah.
all of their covers are just posing. They're not
Yes.
revealing anything, but I'm not complaining when I'm seeing this.
No, I'm not complaining either. No.
No, I wouldn't say it's a good cover, but I'm drooling when I see the covers.
Well, that's the thing that we said in the beginning. The cover needs to get people to pick up the book.
Yeah. So when I see this, because I love chicks with guns,
Yeah,
I gotta have it because it looks great, and of course I'm in the store. I'll check the interior if I also like it. And who can't resist any artwork from the Dodsons?
all right. Yeah, look at that.
So these are
Beautiful.
nuts. These are covers. I have a big pile, even more. Just they're not saying anything. They just okay. We have a crossover. Well,
Just
two
posing.
very
Yeah.
beautiful ladies posing. Nothing saying about anything on the interior of the comic. I have a lot of these Spider-Mans. They in the early thousands. Only poses. Oh my god. Only so many.
Yeah, but yeah.
There's no story at all. And I love them. The art is wonderful. I really enjoy the poses.
Yeah, but there's a big difference between these covers you show here and the cover that I showed from Brigade.
Yeah, that is
Quality
true.
wise,
But,
it's.
but still, it covers the whole cover. It's drawn by somebody else, and maybe it's a sexier person, but it doesn't say anything. I wouldn't say this cover is per se good then, if you want to pick up the comic for a storyline. This is basically just, I love this artist. Anything he will make, I will buy.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's true.
I love this one as well. I don't know, maybe you also know this one?
I'm not really a fan of photo covers.
No, this is the painted one.
It's painted, it's too much photographed for my taste.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you had a good one there. Good to have a small discussion about. Do you pick up a comic if there's just a guy posing? Well, Spider-Man for me is a no-brainer because I collect the series. So anything they throw on the cover.
Those kind of covers or covers that tell a little bit of the story, like the George Perez cover?
Can I say a mix? So you have covers where I can show you if you have a bit of a moment, please. For example, this is an oldie. The color is not good. Sorry for the quality. But this is a beautiful pin-up still. It has action, but it also reveals a bit about the story.
Yes.
And the same as here. So this is a pose. Oh, can you see because of the reflection of light?
It's a bit shiny, but yeah.
Yeah, so this is a pose, but you already get a sense of the story. Oh, Spider-Man is unmasked, or whatever, and people saw it.
But no, Roland. Now you just look. It's of course Spider-Man has a pose. So you have this complete drawing, this complete setting, complete story within the cover, and Spider-Man poses. That's of course.
Well,
even when people sit down, they have a pose. Yeah.
Well, for example, this is still a beautiful pose. The same one as I showed you before, but now they added Dr. Octopus, and you immediately get the sense. Oh, well, at least we know the villain's going to be featured in this comic. The same here. Well, guess who's the villain? It's not really seen from the comic, but you still get the sense. Okay, it's about the story. Is action. You also have these kind of covers.
Yeah. Okay. Let me go through the chat. What we missed. Black Widow is cool, says Dr. Rhino. Yeah, indeed. Black Widow is cool. Told you Witchblade covers are good. They are.
No, they're not.
They're not?
This one is awful. I don't know why they published this one.
What's wrong with you?
The colors are all over the place. The art is just not good. The way the lighting works, it's really 90s bad. Maybe that's why some people love it, because it's 90s bad. But no, in terms of composition and pose, and especially coloring and lighting, no,
Okay.
doesn't work. Doesn't sell for me. Well, personally, of course. The rest of the Michael Turner comics, drawn, colored by Liquid, I love. Don't get me wrong, but this one they missed.
Pau says, love the variant cover for Jamie Comics Dream Girl. Yeah. In that cover, we have a sexy lady, but she isn't being explored in a sexy way. The focus are her power.
Yeah.
Yes. Thanks for that, Pau. Let me show it for the people. This is the first issue, the first print of Dream Girl Sleeper Agent. And actually, this cover, this art was drawn by either Messias, because he was trying to get the job to draw this book, and he just drew it for me. Look, I can draw this character. You want to see? And it was so awesome. We had it colored and used as the cover. What are you doing, Roland?
I assume you're paid for him for the work.
Of course, man.
Yeah,
of course. Devil Flyer is here. Hail, Devil Flyer.
Hail.
Christian Momentum. Welcome. So is Marinus still awake?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Look at what people are saying. His age, both small conversation. There was a comic character, Allegra. Right. Most of the covers were amazingly done. It told something about the story as well. I think I have.
Can we look it up? Do you have?
I have a few copies. Okay, cool. So, Marinus, if you want to show something, just let us know.
Yeah, I think I have something that I really like.
I have this painted cover by Shield. I didn't buy it. This was a comic that I just got for free. It's not something I would pick up, but I can recognize the art is really good. It's just something with painted covers on superhero comics. It doesn't always work for me.
It gives a certain exclusivity, or it looks more expensive. And I have the trade paperback of that series. It is actually good, but
right. Okay, some covers to me are like little masterpieces, like this one.
Awesome.
I just love this cover.
Yeah,
it's just fantastic. Well, the other covers are. I believe this is a variant cover. The other covers are not this quality. This is great, and this is a series that makes use of a lot of white space, and every issue is basically with the same setup. So this is another issue. Just the character changes, and the character themselves, they tell something about the story.
I love this.
It's really well done. Here you have another one.
Yeah, I love these designs as well.
Look at this. It's fantastic stuff, man.
Yeah, they did the same with the Clone Wars when Dark Horse was publishing Star Wars. They did kind of the same designs with the Clone Wars collections, I believe. And I like the Civil War covers from Marvel at that point. They also had like a white cover with a band in the middle of the story or the character, and with Civil War in a certain logo type. I like those designs.
Who's the artist? I think you mean this one. Pau. Dark Child. Let me see. Randy Green is the creator, and I have to look it up, man. The inside is terrible, by the way. This is not about insides, but the font, it's just terrible.
Yeah, sometimes the designers are just bad at it.
Arthur Adams is the artist. So, yeah.
I like this design. I don't know if it's in the separate comics. I don't think it's just for the the bundle.
Oh yeah, Hush. Yes.
But I like the design. Just a small picture of in a pencil drawn way with the of course Batman Hush and like a big. This stands out with the little ultraviolet UV foil on it. It is beautiful. And this is pretty expensive to print, and it feels and looks also a bit more expensive. So this is a comic I would just place here, and I enjoy the cover because covers are paintings.
This is something. The book you just showed is in the same vein of this one. I'm going to show now. It's the same gimmick. So yours was all gray. This one is red to emphasize the colors from the S from Superman. It has the same gimmicks with this being shiny. It's beautiful. And then you have the second book. The second book is completely blue with a silver emblem. It's fantastic. It's beautiful stuff, man. These are beautiful covers.
Yeah, Marvel had a series called Spider-Man Blue, I believe. Daredevil Yellow, and those things. They were pretty well designed as well as covers.
Yeah. Okay, Marinus, what you got for us?
Yeah, show us.
Just keep talking. I mean, I'm still busy figuring it out.
All right, fine.
Can I show you some covers then that depicts actual scenes from the comic?
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
Because printed or painted or otherwise, this is basically a scene from the cover from the interior, but it's also perfectly as a cover and not doesn't work always.
The Green Goblin was called the Groene Kabouter.
Yeah, it's a literary translation, but it really sounds weird in our native language.
Funny stuff.
And this one doesn't really holds a lot of merit, but just a hand with a mask sticking out of water.
Yeah.
It says so much about the story with one scene already.
It's unique.
I love that. Yeah, and this is painted cover, but still gives a sense of what's happening. This is a scene as well from the comic, but it's painted. So it's not it's just a scene. And I do like the mixes of the collages and some of the scenes sometimes, like this one. Next to I love the artwork. So this is a collage, but still depicts some scenes, and yet depicts the main characters. I love these kind of comics. They remind me.
Is it me or did the face look weird of that girl in the corner? What is that? A girl?
No, it's I think it's a boy, but he has a headband on it. Maybe he doesn't depict good on the camera. But I love these collages because you get a sense of cinema experience, or you see a scene from the story, but also have the overall collective starring character, for example, the same as here. So there's a scene from this comic where they look at the statue, but you also have the big head of Indiana Jones there to remind of a collage kind of thing, just not depicting the statue only. And the same as here, you have a scene with the girls being abducted, I believe, if I remember the story well.
But but you don't know. Well, you see,
you don't know. No, but there is a scene from the comic with the girls here. Right. And then you have the big heads of the main characters in this comic, and a smaller other character, hooded character. And I love those. I love the mix of actual scenes from the comic and is some of the bigger overarching storylines or characters.
Let's say hi to Cubby Mark. Welcome, Cubby Mark.
Hey, welcome.
Excellent. Bristolian Dave says, anyone remember Supreme #1 was super shiny? Yeah, there was a special cover. That's right. Yeah. And David Fee mentions Green Lantern 42. The one where Hal has the orange lantern is pretty red. I can't remember.
But it's nice if you have those color contrasts as well in the color.
Yeah, I have this one, for instance. Let me give you guys another example. with a lot of white space. Look at this. This is okay.
Yeah.
So a lot of white space. The image itself is black and white, but the photographs floating around are color. Look, and he is black and white.
Yeah.
Great.
I like this.
Yeah,
I like this.
really
Yeah.
cool.
This is really well done. And then you have the second book is completely black with look. You can see the art in glass. See it?
Yeah, it gives an exclusive feel to the book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this
Love it.
series had wonderful covers. Right. Awesome covers, guys.
Okay. The ones that I have, let me show you. Share. Is this one?
That's a classic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love this. I also love this event. I mean, when you see this, you know exactly what's going on, what's going to happen. And I believe this is a George Paris cover, if I'm correctly.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Looks like it, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And we see all the heroes mourning. So this is the Death of Supergirl. Classic Superman, classic event. The event was really good, in my opinion. Also, Barry Allen died. But here, beautiful. And the red sun behind him is really symbolic. Really love it. Yeah, this is one of my favorites. The other ones is...
This was also before they went crazy with all the digital coloring. So this is fairly simple, but it worked, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's nothing wrong with old colors. I mean, digital does not mean that it's better. Because if you now look, and I'm going to rant a little bit, going to modern comics is oversaturating every page now in every comic. It's full of color and oversaturated shadows and well, not even shadows, but you know, even the lights are going to 1000. It's too bright, in my opinion. And this color tone is more nicely muted. It's perfect. Yeah. The one that this is already that Roland has shown, so this can go away. I got this one as well. I like this storyline with I believe what was she called? Sprite at the time, you know, Kitty Pryde.
Yeah.
Was that Sprite? Yeah. I forgot the villain. I believe it was associated with Magneto. Then this was in some kind of a crater with a fight of Magneto, and there's some kind of aftermath. And they are searching, but there is gloom and doom surrounding them. I mean, this is classic X-Men. I like that. I love this.
Yeah. But I also like, this is a bit like a collage I was showing before. You know, you have this looming danger in the background with your main character in the foreground. You can give so much more atmosphere than just showing one scene from the comic, or just an overly stylized poster art. If you have the mixture, you can convey story as well as a nice design.
Yeah. Remember that. I mean, look at that. They're also using flashlights, while Storm can use her powers to illuminate the darkness, right? So I love it that they are still doing conventional stuff with it. You know, like, hey, have a flashlight and show things around. Yeah.
Well, it conveys the story. It just exactly conveys the story. And if you let Storm use her powers, you're explaining too much in a simple cover that has only one purpose.
Yeah. And that is, show exactly what's going on. Then we have this one, probably a very
classic.
Yeah.
With Todd McFarlane. We know all this is very, it's basically simple, but, very ingenious as well. I mean, this has been so much when it comes to homage covers. I hate homage covers personally with a passion. But this is fantastic. This is with the Grey Hulk, and it's really cool. Was a bloody battle between Wolverine and the Hulk.
The background is just nothing, but doesn't matter.
No,
doesn't matter here. No,
I mean it screams from, hey, look at this. You know what's coming. It's the Hulk and Wolverine.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Yeah. In this instance, you don't need a background. What wouldn't background add to this?
No, nothing.
Sometimes we complain about US comics don't have a lot of details,
Yeah.
especially in the background.
Yeah.
But this is a very well thought choice.
Yeah. Yeah. This is everything you need at that point.
Yeah.
The next one is I'm a Green Lantern fan. I love the story here. I mean, I love the shading. I love the crazy looking Hell's Jordan. This is the part that he cracked. He went power hungry because of the loss of his city by the hands of Mongol. So he need more power. So he dives into the power battery, kills his fellow Green Lanterns in the process, and steals all the rings to become stronger and stronger. And that leads him to the path of becoming Parallax. So yeah, this is a fantastic. I also love the Kirby blots on the background. I'm a big fan of Kirby and his work, and I always gives me a little bit of a giggle when I see, oh man, Kirby blots. It feels like a kid again. It's so cool.
So we expect you have some Kirby covers as well.
Not yet, but maybe. Yeah. Let me see if I can see. Oh yeah. This one is a personal for me. Death of Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel was, when I was younger and still is my favorite hero of all time from the Marvel heroes. And
the old one, not the new version.
New one. Are you crazy? No. No, and it had also been done by Jim Starlin. Jim Starlin is an epic artist when it comes to cosmic heroes and villains.
Yep.
And when I got this, I think, oh man, what's going on here? Who are these? Who is this? Is this an enemy? But it's the personification of death. And well, literally that, and also that Captain Marvel did not die in a quote unquote heroic way. He died of cancer, and that gives this comic an extra layer. And we see all these heroes that on the background, I don't think they are fitting there, in my personal opinion. I mean, they are just standing, floating. I don't know. Just it doesn't feel right. These
Chris Fisk notes that this cover is on homage to La Pieta.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, and that was the previous, the one with Superman holding Supergirl is also an homage cover, and I thought you would hate those.
Well, I hate the homage covers of the. How do you say? I mean, this is not from a cover of a comic, right? This homage. Right. This is from, I believe, a statue, if I'm correctly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So that's for me way different. But if you have let's say, this one, and then you make a homage cover with a different character, I don't feel that, because this is the original. This is what draws me in. So going back to here, let's close it and go back to this one, Silver Surfer. I mean, what is there to say? I mean, it's John Romita.
Yeah, it is really awesome.
Yeah, it's very powerful.
With the coolest hero there is, the Silver Surfer.
Yeah, he's so, look at that, at the speed that he's coming, and he's so close. You almost feel the impact. I also love the helm of Thor that is big with the big wings and the big flowy cape that he has. And then you have, of course, space in the background and Asgard and the Rainbow Bridge. It's in the black in the background, and then the Silver Surfer in pure white and silver in the front. It pops. All these colors are popping.
Yes,
and that's exactly what you want from this comic. This is a beautiful, beautiful comic cover. Nothing wrong about that. It's perfect.
Yeah,
absolute one.
What are you talking about, Pau? Do you guys remember the Janet Jackson homage covers?
What?
Wait, do you mean the Gen 13 cover?
Oh man, Gen 13 is perfect.
Yeah, Gen 13. Okay.
Going back on the cover of Superman holding Supergirl, that was certainly a homage cover. Already going back on 1952 and even on Batman 1963 when he was holding Robin the same way.
Yeah.
Sorry, but it still can be a good cover. You don't
Now,
need to
let me
stick to
explain
principles.
that. I mean, that's although the pose is the same, the background is totally different. What I mean with the homage covers is that let's go back to the Wolverine Hulk with the adamantium. There's a lot of people are doing the same, exactly same thing.
Like the famous Spider-Man cover that's constantly regurgitated by other.
And that is what I hate. I don't like stuff like that, but it's a quote unquote exact copy of it, but then with a different character. That is not what I like.
So this is I just shared example
some...
of an old one, not the oldest, but an old one.
Yeah, classic pose.
But, this is so generalized. How can it be an homage, or can it just be I'm depicting the story and somebody's in grief, and this is the most powerful way I can show it. Don Lawrence showed you can do it differently, but this is
okay, nice. I have a few more covers to share. So let me.
I want to see some bad ones. Do we have examples of bad ones?
Yeah, it was very difficult to find. Yeah, we have bad ones, but there's not enough time. Look.
Wait a minute.
Maybe Oblivion Song. Look at this cover. I think this is awesome. So you can see. So you have here this character in this world, and here you see the same world but different. And the comic is about these two dimensions that overlap. So it's really well done. I think this really is really cool cover. This one.
Which one?
I picked this one because I love the way the shadows are used here. What you see is very minimalistic.
I like the silhouette from the head is being formed from the energy coming from his hand. This is very nice.
This is more difficult to draw than people would think, because you have to know what can you leave out. This is great stuff. Look at this. It's just silhouette.
Yeah.
And you see the arm with the muscles, and then the rest disappears into black.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Okay, one cover I don't like, not because the art is bad, but because of the composition. So, this one. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I'm
Can you back up a bit?
My eye goes a bit. I'm looking for the center point. I see what you mean.
Yeah. The main thing that one of the things that I don't like, the art is pretty good, but it's the cover. It's in this canvas here, in this block, and then you have the title in the red. You have the red bar here. You have the red bar here. So basically, it's a picture they slapped on. So it's not completely covering.
No.
Well,
I don't get that, man. I don't get that. The splint. They should have used art that fills the entire canvas.
I don't mind that, to be honest. But the composition of the placement of the characters my eye is drawn to her boobs because they are center page.
What's wrong with boobs?
And I think they should have positioned her lower and focused more on her face. Then you have, people are drawn to the faces. Then you were drawn more to the character. And if that face is close enough to the person sitting in the middle, then you have a better composition because your eyes are drawn to the face, immediately go to the person in the background. And the kids in the foreground there or the middle ground, it's fine. But this composition, for me, it's the composition, not really that it's framed within a color bar.
No, it's too much like a collage. Like you have several pieces from different covers, and you paste them together, you get this.
So but it's not even done rightly. It's really they didn't. No.
Okay, then you have this cover is a classic to me.
I like those minimalistic ones.
Yeah.
This works, man. It's so minimalistic. It's awesome. It just works.
Yeah, I have a same one in the same vein. If I can show quickly,
sure.
But I don't. think that this one works.
One sec. I need to exit to myself before I can.
Yeah.
Solo you. Here we go. All right.
Also white, a little bit dirt on the background, but it's
Oh,
a
no.
tongue. Whatever it is, it's. I
Oh
don't.
no,
This is so bad.
it has the new Marvel logo. Oh Jesus Christ, no.
Well, this is already an old comic, to be honest. But it is so bad. What does it say? It doesn't say anything. We would like to watch the tongue.
Yeah, that's
Venom
bad.
has
It's
Venom
bad.
has a big tongue. Now you know.
It's a bad comic anyway. I had all those series, all those comics from that
Nice.
series. Bad. The artwork is just awful, to be honest. I know it's a
Supporting
opinion.
crap.
This
Stop
is crap.
supporting crap.
And you know the interior. You know who drew it. Probably you will recognize the style immediately after one.
Oh,
You know-
Robert.
Why
Yeah.
does he draw the
Ramos.
covers?
Roberto
Look at
Ramos,
this,
yeah.
this piece of shit, and the interior is so
Cover's
beautiful.
terrible.
The
Cover's
interior is awesome, amazing.
Yeah.
Ramos,
The line work, the coloring, the posing, the camera angles, the designs, and they have like this. It's awful.
Yeah. Usually they do this guest artist for the cover, and it's to make the cover pop, and then the interior art is usually lesser quality.
Yeah.
But this way it's now it's the other way around.
You know, should I show you? I got a terrible cover. Let me show you.
Yeah, sure.
I love.
It's
that's
so
good.
terrible. You want
Do
to?
we still have time for the?
Yeah.
terrible
I got
covers?
listen. Okay, here we go. I mean, look at this. I mean, oh man, all these boobs, right? And more boobs and more boobs. Oh man, what a terrible cover. I love it. I mean, I hate it. It's full of boobs and beautiful women and boobs and hips.
I
No,
love how we.
not
each-
hips.
I love how we each look differently at covers. Marinus just focus on curves and round things.
I mean, look at this
And-
round thing.
I look more for composition. What draws my eye could be face, could be action.
I'm rolling my eyes here right now to a certain point. Right?
I understand you're rolling your eyes. Yeah,
Yes.
but I would love. I have the comic. I have the trade paperback,
Yeah,
and
me too.
I love it. I love. Frank Cho has an amazing art style.
Yes, he has. I
But
love
he-
Frank Miller.
At some point,
I
you
mean, look
get.
at this. It's so great, right? This is a
For
cover.
me, at some point, it's all the same. He draws the women all the same. So yeah, I love one collection, and then I'm done with him for the rest of the year, basically.
What? No, man. I don't know. You could say that for John Romita Jr. as well. All his faces of every character looks the same,
That is true. That is true.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're
How
right.
about this one? This is more newer. New. I just. How about this one?
The silencer.
Yeah.
I like the silencer.
Yeah,
I got
I
the
like that
collection.
one.
I got the
Yeah.
complete collection. I love the silencer, and I really love this comic. I forgot who the. Oh, wait a minute! It stands on the side. It's Tyler Kirkham. Yes, that's one.
Hmm.
I love everything. The colors, the composition. Well, it's a little bit weird pose that she has. It seems that she is lying, but you can also look at it differently. She could also be jumping in the air, if you know what I mean. If the background is just buildings or nothing. So that's a little bit weird at the same time.
I thought she's laying on the
Yeah.
ground in the snow.
Yeah.
Right.
Only if she doesn't, she, how do you say, her legs is up. And I'm not sure what the right word is. But if her legs was a little bit, I don't know, more, stretched, and her arms was maybe, her right arm was more like next to her head or on the side, that would be more believable. But yeah, I don't know. It looks good, but at the same time, I have some questions about the pose, if you know what I mean.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I agree
yeah.
with Chris Fisk here. I really agree with Chris Fisk here that
What does it say?
they don't care about future anymore. The same with pop artists nowadays.
Yeah.
They're all one-day flies, and the same with comics. To be honest,
Yeah. How about
They're
this
no
one?
classic
Yeah.
covers.
Go
anymore.
ahead. Go ahead. No, go ahead. Yeah.
No, I'm almost done.
How about this one?
Confirming, please.
I can get a bit of picture, but you can see it.
Crotch shot
Yeah, you love boobs, hips, and crotches. We get
I mean,
you.
I want even for those who are in the chat loves male, and this is I'm
nothing wrong with people loving males loving males.
exactly right. So here,
nice.
This Lobo is great.
You like what you like, Marinus.
What do you say?
You like what you like. It's all good, man.
And we kind of all like guys in leotards and spandex with muscles, so no judging there.
Lobo is indeed awesome. Lobo is awesome. Yeah.
Then I got this one. This is a personal favorite of mine.
Oh, I know this one. Yeah.
More the story. This is the man who lost everything, or the man who has everything. That's the story by Alan Moore and Dave Gibbons. So what is the story about? I mean, this is Mongol, and Mongol has Superman in his grasp because he gave Superman, it's Superman's birthday. And when Wonder Woman, Robin, and Batman comes to the Fortress of Solitude, Superman is standing there with that thing on his chest, and the chest is the Black Rose, and the Black Rose has surviving because now let's say he can
too much story.
I know. Anyway,
let's go for Marinus.
Yeah, it's good. And the background is Krypton, by the way, part of Krypton. So it's just menacing. It's cool. Superman is here defeated, or it seems like, and Mongol is great.
Yeah.
And we have terrible looks on the faces of the heroes. Yeah, very good.
Yeah, we had just a terrible look at the face of Lobo from that point of view. Indeed, I agree with Chris.
Similar here.
Now we know what some teabagging logo
means. Right? How about this then?
Yes.
Oh,
nice.
Yeah.
So why do you like this?
It has. It was a weird one for me because I didn't like Muhammad Ali. I wasn't into boxing at that time. But it was different for me. Why has Superman boxing gloves on? Why is there people in the crowd? And why is there all these so-called famous people?
Who's Muhammad Ali?
Of course. And then what's in the front? Is that Bill Clinton? I don't know. I'm just making stuff up. And then we see planets and spaceships. So what is this all about? And it seems they have a fight for, I believe, the Earth.
It's very random, yeah.
This is just I don't know. It's just it looks great from here. Superman boxing a regular guy, and I thought that can't be right. Superman has powers, and Muhammad Ali is just a human. I wanted to know more, and then the art is fantastic. It's by Neil Adams. Is one of my favorites, although he's a loony in real life, but that's beside the point. This is great. Just this is a classic. I read this over and over and over.
Yeah, Chris, this is probably the story about the death of Muhammad Ali. It's one punch, he's gone.
Yeah, but they use red light on Superman, so he's human.
I think you're right. I think you're forgetting that Muhammad Ali is the greatest. So
right. Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay.
How about this one? Again, very short, small picture, but I couldn't find it bigger.
Is Ra's al Ghul? Yeah.
There was an epic also with Neil Adams art. This was the part that Batman was defeated, seemingly, and it was in the desert, and that's why he's half naked there for the ladies who wants to.
Right.
This is a classic Batman story. Again, I read this over and over again. Here was Ra's al Ghul very menacing and dangerous to the detective. Because that's how he calls him. Yeah.
Too much story.
But I love it because you're such a walking encyclopedia.
This is a cool cover. Let's move on. This is a cool cover. Let's move on. This is a cool cover. Let's move on. Cool cover. How about this one? Cool cover. Yeah.
That's a lot. Yeah. Okay. We get it. I have something to show. My last two books.
I also want to show two last books. You too, Marinus?
I'm gay.
I'm gay.
Gay?
Okay. Oh, okay. Look, Walking Dead.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Look at this composition. This is wonderful. I like how the scene here this is a trade, right? So the trade had their own covers. So you have this composition here, which is very atmospheric, and then you have these zombies here. And the cool thing is that with every trade, so you have this trade here, you have the same composition.
Yeah,
They connect as well, right? I thought.
And they connect also. So I think it's supposed to be like this. See? So if you have the entire series, you can put them all together. And I have the entire series. So this is
so you can put them all together. Ooh.
I never did it, but I can do it. Yeah, it's a cool gimmick. Okay.
Yeah, I have two of the maybe three of the ones I really like. This is this one. We know we kind of, it's just a pose.
This is the best Spider-Man costume ever.
That's right. I think a pose is totally granted when it's a number one and you want to introduce the character, and this is a perfect way to introduce this awesome character with this amazing costume design. I completely, this is forgiven if you do a pose.
Wasn't he Spanish or something, or Latino, Miguel O'Hara?
I don't know. It doesn't matter.
No, just Jesus.
Just curiosity, man.
No, it's in the future. Are you still? Do they still have boundaries then?
I don't know. You have to ask the crazy Twitter mob.
I also love this one.
Right.
Yeah.
Because you already see it's the Hulk, and you see Daredevil against the Hulk. No way he's gonna survive that, and he's already messy up. So I want to pick this comic up because I want to see what's going to happen with him.
When I first saw this cover, I thought it was a normal buff guy he was fighting, with the color just being a little bit green because he was in the shade. And if you say it was the Hulk, it didn't have the right proportions, I think.
Yeah. Also about minimalistic covers, I also love this cover. Just red and white.
Yeah.
Just powerful, less is more sometimes. Even though if you have a very detailed cover, I was immediately drawn to this cover, to the story, with the whole team, beaten or killed. And I was especially, at that age, I was drawn to this girl.
Cloud.
Cloud.
Yeah.
So yeah.
No Cloud.
And I love these covers. Just a bit dramatic, pulp drama kind of.
At all.
Yeah, I do. It's sometimes with the villains and the heroes being in an intimate pose, projecting the complexity of complex relationships they have.
Yeah.
So
yeah. What do you guys think about? We talked about these covers, but do you think nowadays there is too much pose covers or covers with no action on it, just posing and then doesn't tell a story? What you said before with the Venom covers, Roland, or
yeah, and the Spider-Man covers in the 2000s.
Yeah, way too much.
Yeah. I don't know about nowadays. To be honest, I just collect some Star Wars books.
Man. Look at this. This is just pose. This is just pose, but it's awesome.
Yeah, but it's a number one, so it's allowed.
Okay.
I'm not entirely sure.
To be honest, one of your covers you made for Earthling, I believe it is issue 2 with the Flying Dutchman on the cover.
Yeah.
I thought that was a bad one.
Yeah, me too.
I thought that shouldn't be on the cover.
I told you it wasn't the best cover. Yeah. Okay. I have one more cover to show. You guys have something left to show or not?
Yeah, I can go on all night, but let's not do it.
Yeah, that is true.
Okay. If not, I wanted to close off with with this one, because people can get a little sneak peek at a variant cover for the reprint of Perfect 10 issue 1.
Oh, cool.
And we have this guest artist named Eduardo da Souza. He made the cover for us. So let me share it with you guys. This will be on the next campaign. So during the next campaign, you can get this version. There we go.
Exclusive, guys. Oh, I'm curious. I'm so excited.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice. Yes.
Is this a post cover?
Basically, yeah. But
no, it's a collage.
Yeah.
I like it. Yeah.
And I sent Eduardo the comic, and I told him make whatever you want to make, and he came back with this. This is fantastic, man.
Yeah, the two villains on the left are my favorites.
The color seems a bit differently than I'm used to in the Perfect 10.
Different style. This is the first guest artist we have for the cover, so that's pretty.
Oh, what happened with issue number 1, the first cover of the first print? Wasn't that a guest colorist artist?
The colors, yeah, a guest color. That was you. Yeah, of course.
So who did the colors then from this one?
Colors for this one are done by King Bola, also guest artist. Yep.
Okay.
Awesome. So yeah, you can get this during the next campaign, guys. That was awesome.
I love it. I'm really getting this alternative cover as well.
Yeah, that looks great.
Yeah, looks good.
All right. See if we missed anything in the chat.
A lot.
Let's. Do we have time for the chat? Of course, right? We will make the time.
Always time for chat. Chris Fisk says, oddly enough, sometimes bad covers still do their job and entice me. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Like the Venom covers.
Dr. Reiner thinks there are a lot of lazy covers these days.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, it depends. They've showed a lot of beautiful covers with white backgrounds. Some people could consider those lazy. It all depends on the. I think they're beautiful and they're really conveying the story or the purpose. But every people have their own look on covers. Like we already know that Marinus just loves the curves on the covers.
Yeah.
If there's no curve in the cover, he thinks it's a bad cover.
No, that's a bad cover. Definitely.
Okay, sorry, Pau. It's Eduardo
Zulza.
Da Souza. Okay.
Solza.
Solza.
So.
We'll get it right, man.
Yeah.
Okay, Sporacker has to go to sleep. Good night, man.
See you later, man. Hasta la próxima.
Bye. And Miss H, I was talking about the connecting frames of the covers of The Walking Dead. The zombies serve to not only frame the image, but also give tension to the read by serving a dangerous claustrophobic barrier between the reader and the solitude beyond. Wow.
Nice.
Nice.
I like her. I like her view on it. Definitely. Yeah.
I haven't seen that. Yeah.
Totally agree with that one.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. That was it.
Was it
the show?
Already?
One more thing. Wait, stop sharing. One more thing. Share screen. One sec. Share screen.
What do you have? Not a surprise?
What? No, not a surprise. For people who want to buy our comics, we have the JM Comics web store. So go there and you can find the entire catalog up to 1 year back. So once we have books in rotation for 1 year, they go on the web store. You can buy them there. And you can sign up to American Bliss Father's Pride, written by Michael Oden. And you can sign up to Perfect 10 issue 3. And if you sign up, you get a free mystery print with your purchase. And be quick, because we will be launching in a few weeks.
And the mystery print is not the cover you just shown us? It's
no, that's the cover. That's the cover.
Can you show the cover again, just to end it?
Really? Okay. Wait. Oh, man. What are you doing to me? I clicked it away, man. I clicked it away. Okay.
People can watch back.
Yeah. Marinus, Roland, thank you very much for another good show.
Yeah,
it was great.
My pleasure.
And special thanks to you guys, the chat, everyone watching and commenting, and you were great.
It was fun.
It's great having you guys here. And if you like it, like and subscribe and share. And we hope to see you next time, right? Maybe next week, guys.
Yeah, sure, definitely.
I try.
All right. Thanks for watching, guys, and see you next time.
Bye-bye.